Hello everyone, I hope anyone can hear me. Welcome to the first LandViewer webinar brought to you by AOS team. I'm Olga Denisenko, Content Manager at AOS, and I will be the moderator of today's session. We're going to have two speakers today. Our business development managers, Ivan Hitsenko and Nick Chernega, are going to provide you an in-depth introduction to LandViewer. From their demos, you will find out about free medium resolution and commercial high resolution imagery that is available in LandViewer, and also you will learn about the functionalities of this cloud-based tool that will help you derive useful insights from Earth observation data. Also, at the end, there will be Q&A section during which our speakers will try to answer as many questions as possible. So please use the questions box that you can see in your GoToWebinar menu to send your questions during the session. Also, we'll be running a few quick polls, and we highly encourage you to participate. Your opinion would be of great help to us. I would also like to mention that this webinar is being recorded, so please keep an eye on your email boxes. We will send you the link shortly after. So I guess everyone has joined. And I think we're ready for our first poll. Please take a look at your screens. The poll will be seen to you. So, what is your main software for satellite imagery analysis? LandViewer, ARVI, ANVI, PCI Geomatica, or other? So please take a few seconds to think and give your answers. I can see we're still receiving your answers. Okay, I think everyone has voted. And let's check the results. So as we can see, the majority is using some other software that we did not mention, but also a third of you is using LandViewer and ARVIs, which is good. And hopefully, after this webinar, there will be more people using LandViewer as your main software. So thank you very much. And I think it's time for our first speaker to present his demo. Ivan, I hope you're ready to start your presentation.
Yes,
please.
I'm ready. Hi, everyone. Thank you for coming to this call. I will share my screen right now with you. As you can see, is everybody seeing my screen? Okay, great. I can see that everyone is seeing it. So, as you can see right here, this is the main page of LandViewer. It basically consists out of two parts, the left side and the right side. On the right side, this is where you will be doing most of your work. And on the left side, you will have additional tools that will support your main LandViewer use. When start working with LandViewer, depending on your needs, you need to start working with an area of interest, or to be short, an AOI. When working with area of interest, if we're talking about, for example, agricultural use or forestry, you need to specifically go to an area because most of our users, and what is LandViewer capable, is not working with big areas, but also with working on a low, on a really close-up range. Before start looking for images, what I recommend and what is the best, user case is to choose your area of interest. Here on the left side, you will find three options to draw your areas of interest: a rectangular, a circle, or if you need to do multi, strange shapes like this field right here has not a square or a rectangular shape, so I can go around it, and if I lock it down, it will be covered. Also, it will give me the area of that field right here. Here you can, in the three dots, you can change depending on the metric system you use from to kilometers or miles, depending on what is your use. Also, you can easily download that if you need to use it in other software, as we saw before, ArcGIS, other software, you can easily download contours of this field or any area of interest in shapefile, CAML, or GeoJSON, depending on what your software is demanding. And when you choose an area of interest, this is where the part of looking up images comes up. So in this section right here, you will have a list of all images available to you. Available to you from different satellite sensors we have. So if you click on this filter section, you'll be able to, depending on your needs, find the perfect image for you. So first of all, you can choose the sensor, the source of the image. We have passive day-night images, low-resolution images like Lotus, active sensor Sentinel-1. Also, we have terrain tiles, and also you can upload images from your storage, which we'll talk about a bit later. So when you choose an image, you also can easily pick up a date you need. So when you don't choose a date, the images will be just from the freshest to the oldest images. But if you need to go to some specific area, you can easily or find it in a manual mode or input the year, for example, if we need to go to some specific year. And it will be start looking for images in that specific, and it will be start looking for that specific images in that specific time period. Also, when you click on the calendar, you will see that some of the dates are marked in blue. That's when our scenes available, and you don't have to look up for a specific day if you're not sure if there were images that or any time period. The blue markings will tell you that there's what images are available, and it will be much easier to find a day when images were taken. Also, if sometimes images are cloud covered, this is something will happen. Some images will be very clear. Some will be 100% cloud covered. You can easily regulate that by just moving the slider, and it will give you pick images for you, which have in this case 9% and lower cloud cover. In this section, you can choose. We have all sensors available in LandViewer. You can easily pick all sensors. They are done by default, or you can do a specific sensor if you're looking. A lot of our users usually use Sentinel-2 and Landsat 8 satellites, as they have the best resolution available in LandViewer. And you also can just, if you don't need to, unclick each one, you just pick one specific satellite and it'll be all the images from that only sensor will be available. Also, when you're working with area of interest, when you choose one, it will always only show you images that are covering your area of interest. It will not give you random any images, the ones that cover your area. So when you choose one, you don't have to worry about if the image covers area, field, forest, buildings, roads. We have taken care of that. Another feature, very useful feature, is subscriptions to new images on your area of interest. So if you can see the small bell right here, allows you to subscribe to new scenes. So what this means is that when new images are available for your area of interest, you'll receive a notification via email that there's a new image covering your area of interest. So it's a very useful an easy way to be updated by new images. You don't have to go to LandViewer on a daily basis checking if there are new images. You can easily just subscribe to new scenes, and we will automatically send you out emails saying that there are new images. Also, we're right now introducing a new system where if you don't input an area of interest by any causes, but you actively go into a specific area on a regular basis, we will send you automatic emails on telling you that we know that you sometimes visit this area, or not so often or often, and we'll see that there's a new image available for that area. Please take a look. Right now it's being worked on. We're trying to make it more precise. So it's another way to receive fastly updates on new images covering your areas of interest. So when you're subscribing to new scenes, it will tell you where it's located, what are the coordinates, what type of source satellite you want to use, what should be the cloud cover, and if you just click subscribe, that's it. That is it. To work with your areas of interest, you need to click on the My Areas of Interest button. Here you'll find a list of my areas of interest. As you can see, there are just a lot of test one corn fields. When working with areas of interest, you can easily rename them depending on what needs you have. I'll move myself right now to this specific area of interest. Webinar test 1. And you can input different types of information here, as in my case, if you're a consultant, or you can input the client's name, what is he looking at, and you can easily store hundreds of these areas of interest. You don't have to manually go from map to map looking for the fields you were looking at 1 week before, 5 days. It's just there saved in the system. You don't need to do it manually. It's all saved and automatically. Also, you can easily download. As I mentioned before, you can download if you have a list of areas of interest you need to upload, and you can easily download from this list too, or you can remove that. In the My Subscription section, you will find all your subscriptions, the ones I just did a few minutes ago. It will be in this list. If you want to stop receiving emails, you just need to click on the trash can and it'll be removed, and you won't receive any emails regarding this area of interest. When you found a image that suits you well, this is where the second most useful part of LandViewer comes in, is our band sets and indexes. So in the previous few weeks, we have added into the indexes we already had, like NDVI and DWI. We added new indexes which are, let's say, a more modern version of NDVI. For example, SAVI, Soil Adjusted Vegetation Index, or ARVI, Atmospherically Resistant Vegetation Index, which would be very useful in, for example, in Latin America, where precipitation and air humidity is very high. That very affects the precision of the readings of the indexes. So we added those to support our users in Latin America and areas with high humidity. Also very useful is EVI, Enhanced Vegetation Index. It's a less, what's the usefulness of it is compared to NDVI is that it's not affected by soil as an NDVI. If we were for example, take a cornfield, a lot of them have ground lines between the corn itself, and that very much sometimes affects, will give you distractions on the NDVI reading. EVI doesn't have that kind of distractions because it cancels out the reflections from the ground. For our clients that work in the livestock business, we have introduced the GCI, the Grassland Chlorophyll Index. Basically, will tell you where you have good amounts of grass covered on your area. Very useful. if you need to understand where to move your livestock to. And another one useful for our forestry and agriculture uses will be the structure insensible pigment index, the SIPI one right here. What basically will do, it will understand the amount of chlorophylls in the plants, trying to understand if it's healthy or not. So it may be useful in understanding when your plants are getting unhealthy because of diseases. Usually, it's where it's usually used. And the last one we added is normalized burnt ratio. It's mostly useful in forestry because if forest fires are happening very often. It will give you an understanding what areas are being were burnt down. And depending on your area of interest, you'll be able to calculate what areas are being damaged the most. As you can see here, we have added a new legend with not only colors, but with areas that are being affected depending on the index number. So we can see that a lot of these areas in this area of interest has been doesn't have any grassland or any vegetation whatsoever, because it's an image from January and there's usually no vegetation this period in Colorado. Again, we don't limit our customers and users to just the indexes and band sets we provide them with. We easily provide them with the ability to build your own indexes. As you can see here, I have a number of different, well, most of them are the same, but you can build any index or band set available. If you find online, you read about it in the article, you can easily input it into LandViewer and test it out. You can work. You can easily rename that. You can use the own color palette depending on what are your color preferences. I have created my own customs here, but also we have a great number of default ones which are built into the system. You can easily choose the ones that fit you the most. As I mentioned before, you can create your own depending on what index you use and easily save it, and it'll be available for all the other systems. Here you can change the levels, the classes of division, and the input form. This is the place where you input the formula. The place where you input the formula is pretty sophisticated. It's similar to the raster calculator in QGIS. So if you use, for example, QGIS for calculations of this sort, you can easily use LandViewer. And comparing to QGIS, we have it on the fly calculations. So it takes less time, more efficiently, and you can do multiple formulas because they're all saved in the system. When also working with areas, sometimes users need to do a historic analysis of an area. This is where we created two new features. One of them is a bit a bit older. The one is a bit newer. The first one, the one that's a bit older, is called the time series. So this button right here is a time series analysis, which will allow you to go back in time. Basically, it will build you a graph of. Currently, we have 3 indexes available: NDVI, NDWI, and NDSI. So how it works, for example, we build an area of interest. You can easily choose from your list of areas of interest. The ones are that what I have saved in the system. You click on the button. This button right here, time series analysis, or three buttons here, analytics, time series analysis. There's 2 ways to access it. When you click it, you can easily choose what index you want to choose. In the future, we will update with the default indexes, and we will be adding those. Also, in the future, we'll be adding the ability to do that with custom indexes. The sensor you want to work with, and what time period you want to go back in time to understand. We have some default one, but you also can go custom if you want to look at a specific year. For example, if you want to look from an area of interest from 2017, just in 2017, you'll be able to do that. So I will choose 6 months. So how time series work? They basically start looking up for, in this case, Sentinel-2 images in the past 6 months that cover this specific area of interest. We'll start looking at images, and we'll start, depending on the cloud cover, if an image covers, if your area of interest is covered by clouds, it won't take that image. And it will build you this graph right here, telling you what was the NDVI number in the past 6 months, how it was developing, how if it's some crop field, it will tell you when you had bad periods. This is just a 6 months period. Won't give you a really understanding of the tendencies on this field, but you will be able to go to every image. These dots represent an image that was used to build this NDVI graph, and you can easily visualize that image. If you, for example, see that the NDVI readings for some specific period are too low, you can easily move to that image, understand what's going on. For example, this is something that's covering the whole area or this specific field because too much pesticides were applied to the area and the field was burned down. So you'll be getting understanding if it's something local or more of a general happening, like that, like hail or drought or floods. When also you can easily download it as a table. It will give you, time periods, date when an image was taken. It will give you a min-max NDVI reading. Also, it will give you a average number of NDVI for that specific image. So you can easily if you need to represent it to some kind of a client, for example, or you need to do a report, that'll be easily downloadable. You don't have to add pictures if you need. Or you can combine pictures and number readings. The second tool created for analysis is our time-lapse animation. So how it works is, let me choose more images. So to start it working, you just click on the time analysis and these little pluses will come up. So we will start choosing images, and you can do up to 300 of these images excuse me, for a time lapse. So I think I choose enough images. Yes, let me do 10. So, and you just click and create animation, and what it will start doing is it will start taking these images and building basically a time lapse. Also, you can easily choose what band combination you want to use. For right now, I'll just use natural color. Sometimes it will take a few, depending on the amount of images, just a time to process these images. So when the image is uploading, you can't see here, but just because of white font, but you can see that these images are being processed, and you will have the date. And because I chose an area of interest, it's just covering my specific area of interest. For right now, the minimum area is 5 square kilometers or 3.5 miles, which time-lapse will work. We're working on downsizing, so you can go to a specific field or smaller area to work with, and you can easily apply different, as I mentioned, different indexes. So here I will apply NDVI just to see, as you can take these images, for example, in a 3-month period and build NDVI time lapse and give a quick understanding of how crops developed over time as a more of a visual representation of what was happening with the fields or area of interest. It's in some way similar to time series, but again, it's more of visual representation. Also, you can easily download it as a GIF or a video if you need to, again, share it on your, for example, social media or with a client, or just want to post it somewhere. You can easily do that. Also, you can regulate the frames per second, just to, if you don't want it just to go quick, as in this case, and you can easily regulate that. So also, when working with satellite images, there's a specific thing happening with them. When satellites take images, they can be or too dark or too bright. If we're working, for example, in natural color, you want to look up something in the RGB spectrum. That's where the contrast strategy comes in. So here you basically can regulate what is, the contrast of the image. So we have just created 4 different, let's say, default ways of contrast stretching, and depending on if the picture is too light or too dark, it will stretch the histogram of the data. As you can see, the image is changing between dark and light depending on what I click, and this will make it easier for you to, a visual representation. For example, an image can look like this, and it's very, it's just hard to read because it's too dark. So if we, do a cut stretch, it's much lighter, it's much easier to read, and it will just, working with images much simpler. Also, we have advanced settings for those users that want to, have specific needs. They want to, be very tailored about contrast stretching. They will have that ability to change depending, on what needs they have. As on our poll, we saw that a lot of our users use ArcGIS and other GIS software. We have a feature called WMS. It's a protocol which will allow you to connect your GIS software with LandViewer via the VMS protocol, and to add basically is to simplify a link to your QGIS or ArcGIS software. You choose an area of interest. You click the 3 buttons here, and you click Add to VMS layer. Here you will choose what time period you want images to be uploaded. In this case, I will just choose 7. What sensors? So the filter, it will basically repeat the filter when you were looking for images. It will do the same. It will apply the same filters to the VMS layer. So if we go to filters right here, and for example do 20% and add Landsat, it will do the same thing in the WMS layer, as you can see here. When we chose the criteria we need to for an image, we click Add. You'll receive a link for VMS. In the old versions of VMS, you need to receive a link and a password. Now it's much simpler. You just add this link to your VMS header, and that's basically it. As I mentioned before, time-lapse, time series are all downloadable. That also is available for the images you choose. All images from LandViewer are downloadable, and depending on the package you choose, you can download all the image in 3 formats: JPEG, KMZ, GeoTIFF, depending on, again, where you need to use. JPEG perfectly fits for different kind of PDF reports. KMZ and GeoTIFF are useful for using ArcGIS, QGIS, or other GIS software related software. And it's very simple. So you can easily, for example, I have an area of interest here. I can cut down the image, so you don't have to download the whole scene. You crop the image. If you need to download the whole scene, you just uncrop the image, choose the size of the image depending on different sensors have different resolution. So, and you just click download. It will take a few seconds to process it, and it will start downloading to your computer. Usually it doesn't take a lot of time to do. but depending on the image size and your internet connection, it varies. You'll find all of your download images in Download Manager. When the image will start downloading, it will show up here, and then it will just show up in your download manager in your browser. And from that point, it will be downloaded to your computer. The last thing I would like to talk about, the last two things I would like to talk about is the bar, this area here, which is more of a support. Here you will have your search bar. Here you can input areas, specific countries, cities, specific areas. Like for here, I have County Road YY. So if you put in that information, it will take you to this area. Also, you can input coordinates if you need to, and those will work also. Here you will this is the zoom in, zoom out button. If you need work, it also works with the mouse wheel. The ruler, just to measure distances. When you lock down a ruler, it will calculate the distance. Also calculate the area, and you can easily make it an area of interest if you need to. The identify facility usually works with indexes. What it will basically do, it will calculate the index number for that specific pixel. So let me choose an image, and I will show you how it works. It's similar to time series analysis. It's the same process, but here it's more of a manual work per specific pixel. So it will tell you the index number, and you can input into different areas and understand what is the index number for that area, for that specific pixel. Depending on the satellite you choose, it can be from 10 meters per 10 meter pixel, if we're talking about Sentinel-2, and to 30 meters if we're talking about Landsat 8 and other Landsat satellites. If you don't, you don't have to manually unclick, you just put on the trash can, it will just remove all of them. Also, we have a layers list. Let me move from the satellite image so I can show you. So the layers list consists of 3 parts. A basic map you can see here, a terrain map, and also we have a satellite map where we use Google Maps. So it's more of a visual representation because Google Maps are not so frequently updated if we're talking about, for example, compared to Sentinel-2 or Landsat 8, because they're usually updated maybe on once a year or even more, depending on the area. This button here will allow you to share the images you found on social media, or as a link, or just a fast link to your social media. And these 2 buttons here is the time series analysis and 3D visualization. If you, sometimes you can have issues or questions, or you don't understand something, here's our support button. So here we'll contact with our support team, John from our support team. Usually, depending on the time of day, we can answer in less than 15 minutes. If it's something more complicated, for example, some kind of bug or technical issue, it can take a little bit more time to resolve and come with a resolution for you. But we usually answer very quickly, try to help everyone, try to show them if something, we try to explain everything, record videos. We just screen share, record videos, show how to access some area, or if we need to run a demo for additional demos for our users, you can easily do that through the support button. Okay, Olga, this is everything from my side.
Okay, Ivan, thank you very much. That was very helpful and detailed overview of LandViewer features. So meanwhile, our second speaker, is getting ready for his speech, I now invite everyone to take part in our second poll. Just a second. And so our second poll is this. What is the main criteria why you have chosen to use LandViewer? Calculation of vegetation or other indexes, easy access to images and spectral bands, extra tools for analysis like time series, comparison slider, or maybe you're only using it as an addition to another software, or maybe some other answer. So please, you have 10-15 seconds to think and give your answer. Okay, I can see people still voting. So let's see the results. So most of you are using LandViewer as for extra tools for your analysis like time series and comparison slider, and also due to easy access to imagery. Okay, that was very helpful information. Thank you very much. And I guess it's time for our second presentation. Nick, please, if you're ready, you're welcome to start.
Thank you, Olga. Thank you, Ivan. It was a great presentation. Right now, I would like to start to share my screen and start to tell you how can you purchase high-resolution imagery with help of EOS LandViewer. Could you please, guys, make me a presenter and support me in my issue? Thank you. So, EOS LandViewer provides the opportunity not only to look through different analytics, but also with help of this tool, you can purchase high-resolution data in order to use it in your use cases. How can you purchase high-resolution imagery? At first, you need to choose area of interest. And then go to a source in filtering part and choose high-resolution imagery. For today, EOS provides you an opportunity to purchase high-resolution data from Airbus, SIS, and SpaceView companies. All these satellites provide you high-resolution data with 50 centimeters per pixel. I will show you how you can purchase this data. All data, according to your request, will be shown at this searching scene, and you can upload a preview of this high-resolution imagery on map in order to understand what kind of data can you get out of this imagery. You can also zoom in and zoom out, but all you will see is the preview of this satellite imagery. Before purchase, if you will contact with us, we will be glad to provide you free samples of high-resolution imagery in order to provide the opportunity to test it and understand will it will be helpful for you according to your use case. When you will decide to purchase high-resolution data, all you need to do is add it to cart. Please note that your order will be placed for area of intersection between your area of interest, is the blue square, and satellite imagery. And the price which is shown in this field is only for this area of intersection between area of interest and satellite imagery. Here you can get the information about the size of your area of interest. For now, this blue square is 38 square kilometers, and it's covering by this imagery on 100%. So to purchase this data, you need add it to cart. When this imagery will be added to cart, you need to go to the cart, and then you will see the product which you are going to purchase. For my order, I have a resolution like 50 centimeters per pixel, area like 30 square kilometers. The product will be auto-rectified and unsharpened. In order to proceed with your purchasing, you need to accept terms of end user license agreement, and then go to payment. In this field, you need to put your payment credentials like card number, and then just make a payment. Please note that depends on your country. Payment system can charge from this payment value added tax. So before payment, please check the total sum of your payment. When the payment is done, your order will be delivered to your personal account in EOS storage. EOS storage is the part of EOS platform and provides the opportunity to store, share, and look through your data. I think that we will talk a little bit more about functionality of EOS storage as well as EOS processing in our future webinars, so please follow our mailing. Your order will be delivered to this directory purchased. Here you will get the folder with name of our company, and inside of this folder there will be the folder with your order, and this is basically the imagery which you just purchased. Delivery of your order will be within 2 or 3 days from the payment date. In order to look through its exact resolution, you need to open this high resolution imagery with help of EOS LandViewer, because with help of EOS storage, you can look through only its preview. You can also zoom in and zoom out, but this is the preview, this is not the exact satellite imagery. So you need just to open it with help of EOS LandViewer, and this imagery will be opened within several seconds in order to provide you its full resolution and opportunity to implement band combinations according to product which you just purchased. So this is the satellite imagery, and in order to get its exact resolution, you need just to zoom in, and as you can see, this is the high resolution imagery with 50 centimeters. Here you can see cars and smaller objects. You can implement simple band indexes, for instance NDVI, which will be calculated using high resolution data. I also would like to show you the difference between high resolution imagery and for instance Sentinel-2 data. In order to do it, I need to use functionality of EOS LandViewer and pick Sentinel-2 data. So right now I'm using Slider, and this tool can help me compare 2 different satellite imageries. So from left side we have data of Pleiades with resolution 50 centimeters, and from the right side we have a Sentinel data. I think I don't have to tell you anything because the difference is obvious. So in case if you have any questions regarding how you can purchase high resolution imagery, in case if you would like to get an invoice instead of payment link, in case if you would like to request free high resolution samples of random territory, please don't hesitate to contact with us using this icon and just send us your message, and we will answer you right away. So thank you for your attention and waiting for your questions.
Thank you, Nick. Before our attendees will ask their questions, first I would like to show them our last poll, and it is about, sorry again, something's not working today, right? So it is about the high resolution imagery that you have just heard from Nick. So please pay attention at your screens. Which high resolution satellite data have you used for your analysis before? Airbus, Digital Globe, Planet, or maybe from other high resolution imagery providers, or maybe you only use free satellite imagery. We have half of vote already made, so just a few last seconds. Maybe someone also wants to give his answer. And as we can see, mostly, well, actually, we're having an even distribution of your answers among the commercial data providers, and also I can see that there is the majority of users of open source free satellite imagery. So thank you very much for your answers, and I guess we are ready to go to our Q&A section. We have received enough of answers, and our speakers will try to answer as many as possible. So the first question will be for Ivan. So Ivan, our user is asking, he's saying that he mostly uses LandViewer for agricultural lands, and asking, are you planning to add more agriculture related functions?
Great question. So currently, we are working on a separate product called crop monitoring, and it will be more sophisticated agricultural application. So it will have all the functionality of a LandViewer, but also will be adding to it weather forecasts, weather archives, the correlation between weather and the, for example, the crop yields on a time period. We'll be calculating NDVI specifically for your culture, telling you what is the NDVI number for a specific region of your choice for that culture. For example, so if you're growing corn somewhere in the United States or in Brazil, and you want to compare it, for example, to your, the whole area, if you're doing better or worse than them, that'll be also available. We'll be modeling crop yield depending on the fertilizer you applied. We'll have smart irrigation systems in it, and it will be correlated with the amounts of precipitation that the fields already have taken, and it will be giving you, prescriptions on how much water, how much more you need to irrigate, what areas specifically. Also, will tell you how much fertilizers you need to apply to get the best results. So it's going to be more of a complex application. It is not ready out yet, but I will definitely, when the system is ready, I will send you an email saying that the system is ready. We'll run a demo for you, and also depending on your needs, we'll have it in 2 versions, as a web application like LandViewer, and as an API, depending if, for example, if you have some sort of farm management system that doesn't have this type of functionality in it, you'll be able to build it into the system and easily use it, in combination with your farm management tool.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much for your answer. And I can see one more answer concerning the agriculture, because I guess today we have mostly the users who we're using LandViewer for some agriculture-related tasks for their fields. So the question is that you showed NDVI counted by area and percentage for specific field. Is that your version of management zones? Ivan, please.
Again, great question. It will not be. We're right now working on clusterization, which will be added maybe in the next few weeks. We will send emails saying that this functionality is available. So basically, if you're familiar with management zones, it will basically allow you to build 3 types of management zones depending on your package. It will allow you to build management zones for one specific time period, and it will be based on NDVI. Or it will allow you to build a historic. It will take historic images also. It will be similar to time series analysis, but with building these time zones based on NDVI. So we'll be looking at taking older images, comparing them with one another, and layering them on each other. Basically, it will be something of a layered NDVI cake, and we will build these zones where you have, historically higher NDVI, which means higher yields, or lower NDVI with lower yields, and basically will allow you to see what areas of a specific field need more of your attention. Because they have lower NDVI in the past 3 or 5 years, you will see probably lower yields on those areas, and those will be of course available in as a vector file, so you can upload them to your agricultural or a tractor or some sort, spraying machines, so you will understand where to spray more, where you need to do soil sampling to understand what is the issue with those areas. So it will give you a more in-depth look at your field, a better understanding of where you need to spend more time, because not every field is the same, even in its own specific small area, and it will just will make a farmer more efficient, spending his time and resources on each separate field. Thank you.
Thank you again, Ivan, for your great answer. I can see we have questions also about imagery and data. I guess, Nick, I will address them to you. So we have a question. What kind of satellite imagery products can I get with LandViewer?
Thank you for the question. Basically, you can get any product which you would like. You can get a bundle, you can get punch-up imagery, you can get ortho imagery, as well as georeferenced imagery with help of RPC coefficients. All you need to do is just place your order and or send us a message, and we can support you in your choosing what kind of product you would like, and we will deliver this product to your personal account in your storage.
Thank you, Nick. Next question, and probably last question today, is can AOS provide an opportunity to make punch sharpening and atmospheric correction?
That's a very good question. Thank you. For today, we have our own R&D team with more than 25-year experience in remote sensing. And with help of these guys, we can easily provide you different types of pre-processing of imagery, like punch sharpening, orthorectification, atmospheric correction. We can provide you change detection, and others related processing chains. Again, depends on your needs and use case.
Thank you. Thank you, Nick.
Thank you.
I guess the Q&A section has come to an end, so as our webinar. Thank you. We have received quite a fair amount of questions, but unfortunately we don't have time to answer all of them, but please be sure that we will send the answers to everyone directly to your emails following the webinar. So you'll get your replies 100%. Also, I would like to show you the contact details, the contact email addresses, where you can send either your feedback or questions concerning LandViewer. We have the support team, or as Ivan mentioned during his presentation, you can directly contact the support team using the support chat in LandViewer. And also, if you have any comments or any suggestions about this webinar or about our future webinars, you can share your views and perhaps the topics that would be of most interest to you to my email address, which you can see also olga.denisenko@eos.com. Also, I encourage you to follow us on social media, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn. You've heard that we will have many new features coming soon, and to stay tuned to know about every update and every new product that we're launching, please follow us on social media, and you will be informed. So thank you again for joining us today. This webinar was recorded, so you will get the link to the recording sometime later. So keep an eye on your email boxes, and thank you again for joining. See you next time. Bye-bye.